Hey guys, Delman here with another video for you on the dropship series. This is episode 3 on the Freelancer Mis. So let's do it. So there is limited information on the actual Freelancer Mis itself, but this is all the information I could gather. So, Freelancer Mis, a limited edition model for the Freelancer built as a heavy weapons platform. The Freelancer Mis is ideal for independent security contractors as well as small local militia, law enforcement, or anyone who requires a formidable deterrent or some heavy-duty backup. This Mis version trades the original Freelancer's massive cargo capacity for an automated missile storage and reloading system, making the Mis capable of devastating and sustained deployment of ordnance. Specifications: roll militia, length 34 meters, beam 15 meters, height 8 meters, mass 27.495 kilograms, cargo capacity 132, max crew of 3, power plant size 5. Factory plant GNP Super Teneri 004. Max engine 2 tier 5. Factory engine 2 Arc Corp Arc Duo 400 tier 4 engines. Thrusters 8 tier 2. Factory thrusters 8 MISC Exitech tier 2. Shield max shield size 5. Factory shield is a Gorgon Invincible times 3. Loadout and additional equipment: wingtips 2 class 3 and 3 class 3 Bearing ESIM 09C Marksman 3, underwing 2 class 3 3 times 2 Bearing Executioner class 2, top launcher, which is on the top of the craft, are 2 class 3 2 size 2 Bearing ASIM 09 C Marksman 2s, and on the waist there is 2 times class 4 2 Kroneg FL33, one equipped on each side. Rear turret is a class 5 Bearing V82 FL twin turret laser cannon. Equipment are the Tarsus Leaper jump drive, Bearing Express missile replenisher with reload packs, 20 additional size 2 missiles in the hold, 10 on each side, can be upgraded with 10 missile racks. Interior bearing total potential missile capacity up to 50 size 2 and size 6 and size 3 missiles. So this is a bomber if I've ever seen one before. It's a dedicated missile firing platform, but it can double as a quick space to ground dropship because of its sheer amount of firepower. It's not designed for sustained travel of troops and things like that, but if you have a squad of Marines, say a 5-man team, already in their EVA gear, get them aboard this thing and it makes an excellent dropship from a space to ground platform, or a space to space, like a space station boarding ship. It's perfect for this, the sheer volume of firepower. It mounts some seriously big missile devastation capabilities. It has a turret, which is quite powerful. It's a size 5 turret, which is pretty good. I mean, these sort of crafts are fantastic. These bombers that can hold troops. And what I mean by this is it's got a large interior space where 5 or so people can stay in their spacesuits and hang out there for a short flight, because the ship is not designed to carry a large group of people and for a long period of time. But yeah, it's a very good ship for this. I'll get into more details on that in a moment. As you can see on this chart here, where the Freelancer Mis fits into the Freelancer, like the general Freelancer family, you can see its cargo capacity, thrust, real-time, relative missile and firepower, and shields and things like this. You can see where it shows up on this chart. As you can see, the missiles and firepower are far exceeding that of any other freelancer. I mean, it's packing some serious heat, this thing, and so are its shields. Shields are very, very powerful. It doesn't have as much cargo capacity as the others, but it has excellent thrust too. I mean, the only other one that rivals it really for thrust would be, let's say, the Dur. The Dur can rival it for thrust. But the Mis is definitely what you want in a dropship, a budget dropship. It's not designed for a long period of time, carrying the people. But yeah, it does double also as a good bomber. But yeah, let's continue here. So you may be asking yourself, why should you pick up a bomber as a small duration flight dropship? Why not just pick up a normal dropship, because it should be a similar price, right? Well, that's where you're wrong. These MISC ships are actually incredibly cheap compared to other dropships. I would say, yeah, sure, grab a dedicated dropship if you can afford one that's in the game or in real life. But if you are looking for something that might be a little bit more multi-purpose, go for maybe the Freelancer Mis. I mean, it's got a crap ton of firepower, and it's really a bomber platform, but it can carry a small contingency of troops. But you do take it into mind, this is not a dedicated dropship, so they will have to remain in their spacesuits because, you know, of all the little things that might come up as problems along the way. So let's say you have one of these things, right, and you're using as a dropship. You have your Marines ready to get aboard and use this thing to come down to the planet surface. So they're going down to the planet surface. It's a bumpy ride, and people are holding on for dear life. Now you encounter enemy craft in this thing. This thing will be able to blast even a dedicated gunship out of the sky with the sheer number of missiles and firepower it has. So you can rest assured that your troops will definitely get on the ground, but here's where it gets complicated. Now, say you do get there, then the troops get out and stuff like that. You gotta remember, this is a very short duration flight vehicle. It will not be able to hang around either for too long. It's a bomber. It's gonna be a large target when it's on the planet's surface, and it doesn't have much in the way of self-defense at that point. When this thing lands, it's gonna need time for the ramp to lower, and once the ramp's lowered, everyone has to get out, and you've got to take into mind that this thing will not be able to hold a vehicle and troops, but it does have a serious amount of firepower. Then it will take off, leave, and do its thing, and, you know, go off and do other missions or whatever. But it does make a good, like, troop from space to ground transport vehicle, as do a lot of ships, but this one does it in a unique way. It has a searing amount of firepower that you can pretty much pluck anything out of the sky with. So, also, for targeting ground installations and other ground structures, this is also an excellent dropship for that reason. It carries a serious amount of missiles and bombs and things like this, where you'll be able to destroy ground defense platforms and things like this, no doubt, which there will be. So if you do want to get troops on the ground, but you don't want a dedicated dropship, you need something a little bit more versatile, something like a bomber, then this is the ship for you. This is what this is designed to do. So my theory is, if someone wanted to go with a bunch of bombers, but they needed to get troops on the ground at the same time, the Freelancer Mis makes an excellent ship, but it is not something you want to jump from system to system with troops in the back. It's not really designed for that. You want to pick up a dedicated dropship for those sort of things. And dedicated dropships have many more benefits and things like that for carrying troops where this thing falls down on. So we'll get into more detail on that in another video with the rest of the dropship series. These, at the beginning of this series, as you may notice, I've covered ships like the Argo and things like this, and the Constellation, which are not exactly dedicated dropship platforms. The Argo, a little bit more so, but it doesn't have a dedicated jump drive. This thing is an excellent bomber, but not so much for troop transport, but it can do the job. Like I said, these ships are versatile. So, if you do want to pick up a bomber dropship, this is the ship for you, but I wouldn't recommend necessarily going to it if you are looking for a dedicated dropship. A dedicated dropship, you can pick up other ships such as the Prowler, the Retaliator dropship module, things like this, and the Vanguards, stuff like that. The dedicated dropship Vanguard, the Hoplite, and the Redeemer, and ships like that which are more suited for dropship roles. But if you're looking for something that you're really looking for a bomber that can maybe perform a small amount of troop transport capabilities, then this is the ship for you. It also doubles as a cargo carrying vessel, which means you can carry a small limited amount of cargo, aka supplies, things like this, to the front if you need a combat hauler. So, Freelancer Mis, definitely an amazing ship. if you're looking for a cool freelancer, then pick this one up. It is one of the best. It is very rare that this pops up for sale though, so when you do see it go on sale, be sure to snap it up. It is a limited edition ship. So, that's been another dropship video, guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I did have very little sleep last night, so I'm sorry if I sound a bit tired. But yeah, thank you so much for supporting me. You've all done a fantastic job. I mean, seeing you guys in the comments every day, I would love to reply to all of them, but some of them are, you know, more or less discussions of their own. I mean, not really able to reply to some of them. But yeah, thank you all so much. I mean, you've all done a fantastic job. I mean, coming back here every day, watching the videos, submitting your comments with new ideas and fresh thoughts and things like this really does help. So please share your thoughts on this ship in the comments and let me know what you think of it and what other ships that you like to see on the channel and things like that. If you're looking for a series where about big ships and things like that, and maybe the top of the line ships, then look at the mega ship series, which I've done previously. There's 20 videos in that series on all the mega ships, anything from the Bengal carrier down to the Constellation Phoenix. So go there if you want to look for mega ships. This is a dedicated dropship series, and you're welcome to enjoy the ride, and I hope you do enjoy the videos. As like I said, if there is a need, I will do it. See a need, fill a need. But yeah, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I can't honestly thank you guys enough. It's been a crazy ride. I didn't expect to get past 500 subscribers when I started this. I didn't even expect to get up to 100. And now look, almost 3,000. I mean, it's blown my mind. You people are fantastic. Thank you for enabling me to do this. So, I'll see you not tomorrow, but the next day in another video. I'll try and get more sleep. And then we'll continue this dropship series. And we're going to get into more of the more serious dropships. I'm really looking forward to that because I can't wait to talk about the dedicated dropship platforms. Trust me, they are fantastic. There is so much they can do. So yeah, speak to you guys in the next video. And you know the drill, commanders. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.